What's up guys, it is Saturday afternoon here at the gym hitting deadlifts today, and what we're doing is 4 sets of 3 reps with 85%, which is 345 pounds. But because the volume is so low today, what I'm going to do while I'm warming up, while I'm going through my sets, different things like that, I'm gonna be doing a Q&A for you guys. So posted here on Snapchat earlier today to ask me questions. So I've got a bunch of questions here to answer that you guys asked me. So while I warm up, drink my pre-workout and stuff, I'll be answering your guys' questions. So here we go, question number 1. All right, so question number 1, am I going to the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, which is 1 week from today? Honestly, I'm not sure if I am yet. Most likely I will be there. Probably, I'm planning on being there Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure yet. If I go, it'll kind of be a last minute thing. I'll post it on all my social media, so make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all of those. I'll be posting whether or not I go pretty much right before I do decide to go. Just a lot of different things going on right now, so I'm not sure if I'll find the time to go. Plus, the Conor McGregor fight is Saturday night, so we'll see. All right, question number 2. All right, what did I think of Gods of Egypt, and what do I suggest to bulk up besides drinking protein? Gods of Egypt, I saw that about 3-4 days ago, and it is one of the only, I think there's maybe 2 or 3 movies I've walked out of in my entire life. Gods of Egypt was one of them. So bad, so terrible. The CGI was it dominated the entire movie. The acting was atrocious. The plot was all over the place. I couldn't get into it. I thought it was awful. The point that got me was Gerard Butler was one of the gods in the movie, and he was being pulled on a chariot by huge CGI beetles. CGI beetles is what did it for me. But then, what do I suggest to bulk up besides drinking protein? Honestly, you don't have to drink protein shakes to bulk up. You just have to be in a caloric surplus. So your proteins, fats, and carbs have to add up to a total calorie mark above your maintenance level. So as long as you're in a surplus, you're gonna be bulking up. Whether you're lean bulking or just bulking in general, that'll depend on your macronutrient breakdown, but you don't necessarily have to drink protein to bulk up. So hopefully that answers that question. All right guys, next question.
What benefits, if any, is there from doing a 1 rep max in the gym on certain nights? Like, what benefits does it give your body or weight?
All right, so Joseph asks, what benefits do you get for doing a 1 rep max? Honestly, all you get, it's like taking a test. 1 rep maxes are no different than exams in my opinion. So really the only benefit you get is to gauge where you're at. So like an exam, all the work, all the preparation, all the learning that has taken place throughout quizzes, throughout homework, throughout all the different repetitions of that class that you've done will show up on the exam. Will show up on how you do on the exam. Same with weights, same with 1 rep maxes. All the progressive overload, all the days in the gym with reps and sets and all the workouts that you've done, coupled with the diet that you've maintained throughout the process of building up a 1 rep max will reflect itself with that 1 rep max. But that's honestly only relevant if you're really training for powerlifting. I mean, if you're just training for bodybuilding, you're just trying to hit high volume, things like that, honestly a 1 rep max isn't going to necessarily reflect the muscle that you put on. It will a little bit, but more or less, a 1 rep max is no more than just a reflection of the hard work and the stuff that you've done prior to that. So again, 1 rep max isn't necessarily going to benefit you whatsoever. It's just a reflection of what you've done building up to that 1 rep max. All right, next question. Hi Treg, who do you think will win UFC 196?
that's the fight I was just talking about the Arnold, which is Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz. Honestly, that fight is super intriguing because Conor McGregor is moving up 2 weight classes from featherweight to welterweight to take on Nate Diaz. But honestly, I think his skill level is, he is a very talented dude, Conor McGregor. I think his skill level will carry him throughout the fight. Plus, I don't know how in shape Nate Diaz is right now. He's taking the fight on literally 2 weeks notice, less than 2 weeks notice. So if Nate Diaz isn't in shape, I really don't like his chances. So I think Conor McGregor pulls that one out. And if he does beat Nate Diaz, 2 weight classes above featherweight, the world's gonna explode. I swear, he's gonna be calling it, like, guys in 3 weight divisions are gonna be calling him out now, which is insane, unheard of. He's the biggest name in UFC history, in my opinion.
All right, so next question. True. Will you be at the Arnold? Love to get a lift in. Again, not really sure if I'll be at the Arnold. Most likely I will be there on Saturday. No guarantees yet, but we will definitely see about that. And about getting a lift in, if I'm there, absolutely 100%, I would love to get a lift in. I know that there's a lot of other YouTubers that are going there, so it would be great to kind of collaborate with them and lift with you guys as well. So if I go to the Arnold, I'll be posting about it all over my social media. You guys will definitely be seeing that. So be on the lookout for the Arnold Expo. All right, so next question. What is my favorite Christopher Nolan movie? So if you guys don't know or are not familiar with him, if you're not really into movies, Christopher Nolan directed Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, The Prestige, what else? I'm blanking on it. Honestly, my favorite one is, it's not the popular answer, but Dark Knight Rises, probably because of Bane. Tom Hardy as Bane. He is probably my favorite villain in that trilogy. That's probably my favorite Christopher Nolan movie, Dark Knight Rises. All right, so first set of 345. That first rep was it was ugly. So everything else has been going up smooth since, but that first rep was gross. But next question now, here we go.
I wanted to ask you, what is your thoughts on what is the best building performance that someone has gone through in building muscle for a film? Thanks, man.
All right, so the best transformation for, I think it was the best transformation for a movie in terms of like muscle building. So for like a role or something, that's a good question. I would say Tom Hardy's transformation from what he did in some independent movies and then what he looked like in Bronson and Warrior was impressive. Oh man. Chris Hemsworth got huge for his role in Thor. I don't know. It's hard to, I would say what Tom Hardy did for his roles in Bronson and Warrior are probably that's probably the most impressive transformation in my opinion, especially if you go back and you look at his, Christian Bale, for when he went from The Machinist, whatever that movie is called, when he was like 120 pounds, and then what he looked like in Batman Begins. That's the best one. Go look at that transformation picture, it's insane. All right, so next question. How do you keep size but start cutting and get abs? So that's, a lot of people think that as long as you're cutting and in a deficit, you're losing body fat, you're instantly just gonna see thick, ripped abs. That's not true. Your abs, just like your biceps, triceps, quads, any muscle you have, your abs are muscles as well. So you're going to have to, when you're in a surplus, when you're having that excess amount of calories to build muscle, you're gonna have to be tearing up your abs through weighted exercises and heavy overload to really tear up the muscles. That way they can rebuild with those extra calories. That way when you do cut down, you can see those abs. So I think that is the best way to really be able to see your abs when you do start cutting, is to spend that time while you're bulking, still hitting abs. Don't slack off just because you're putting on extra body fat during a bulk and you can't see your abs anyways. don't use that time to slack off mentally. Still be hitting those core exercises as hard as you do when you're cutting. So for me, for instance, I hit abs when I'm bulking. Like right now, I hit abs probably 4 or 5 times a week just to really progress it, like to use progressive overload, to do heavy weighted exercises, tear them up as much as possible. In my opinion, that's going to be the best route for you guys to go. All right, so next question, what camera do I use? So the camera that you guys are watching this Q&A on right now is the Sony a5100. It has the flip up screen on it, and then I use a 3.5 to 5.6 lens, or 16 to 50 millimeter lens that I use for like my vlogging, and then I have a much higher quality high def lens that I use for like pictures and different videos, but that's separate. Usually what you guys see me filming with is my 16 to 50 millimeter lens. That's the one I use. I love this camera. It is the best purchase I have made in relation to my channel, social media, all of those different things. This is probably the best purchase, best investment I've ever made. A great camera. It's small, compact, but it gets the job done. It has built-in Wi-Fi, so whatever I do record, whatever pictures I take on this camera, I can send it to my phone, I can upload it to like Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. So if you guys are looking for a camera, you're trying to find something that is compact yet extremely efficient and effective, the Sony a5100, in my opinion, is just about the best one out on the market. So that's what I use. All right guys, so just finished up last set, 345 on deadlifts, felt good. Definitely excited for next week when I get to test my 1 rep max again. It's been 8 weeks since the last time I tested it. Very excited to see that go up. But last question I got asked was favorite superhero. Without a doubt, Spider-Man. My favorite superhero growing up. I loved the cartoon. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, in my opinion, I thought was better. But I'm very excited for what they're going to do with the character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Tom Holland. I think that's going to be a lot of fun because they're going to have some real professional guidance with Kevin Feige there at the helm. So I'm definitely excited to see what they do with him in Civil War. I'm not sure he'll play a big role in the movie. I would be shocked if he does, but I'm definitely excited to see what he does. But that's going to wrap up the Q&A. That's going to wrap up Deadlifts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go down, hit that red subscribe button. www.tregfisher.com for online personal training and apparel. There still are a few t-shirts left. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.